the engineers do, trying to make sure that the methods and movements and times are properly stated. So first we're going to go over here and meet Santiago, who is what we call the jefe de línea for PEN. So all of the supervisors report directly to Santiago. And here we're not going to interrupt them because they're in the middle of a meeting. We've got Carlos, who is the jefe de línea of camisas or shirts, and he's in a meeting with four of his supervisors right now. Okay, production meeting, they're trying to resolve a particular problem. Now, let's go over here and take a look at all these people are some of our engineers and our trainers. And you can see they're working with databases, and they're working with times. The engineers basically do a time and motion study at each operation so that we know what the standard allowed minutes are for each of these operations. So let's go down here and look at to see how they're going to do that. Okay, before we look at a specific operation, this is Eduardo Martinez. He is the chief engineer of the plant, so he directs all of these people and tries to ensure that the methods and times that have been recorded are correct. So that's his job. He's doing a good job for us. Okay. Okay, aquí, right here we've got Roman Chi, who is an engineer. Okay, so what Roman and the other engineers do is they film the operators doing specific operations, and then based on what these engineers have been trained in terms of time, motion studies and all that, ergonomics and all that sort of thing, the type of machine that the operator is using, they study all this and come up with a standard in terms of how long it should take each operator to perform this particular operation. And they record that, and we put all those times together, and that's how we come up with how long it should take to make a particular garment. Okay, here's Hugo, who's the engineer in charge of the pants line, and as you can see, what he's doing is he's making the layouts for a particular style of pant. This is in bolsas de cargo that he's working with here for a particular style, and what he does is he tries to arrange the machines so that the movement is minimized and the operations are in order and so forth. But again, to ensure that we're getting the garments produced as effectively and efficiently as we possibly can. Okay, now we've talked about production, we've talked about trying to be efficient and effective with quality. So here we are now in the quality office, and here we have Doña Mari, who's been with us since almost the beginning. She's worked her way up to, she is the person who is in charge of quality, and she makes sure that everything that comes out of the plant is top-notch quality. And then right here we have Juan Avila, who is our Director of Continuous Improvement, as well as helps Doña Mari with solving quality problems. And here, I know that we're working with a problem. This happens to be a particular type of raincoat. As you can see, it's iridescent yellow, but we're having problems because in the sewing process, these marks are starting to appear, and it comes about as a result of how the fabric itself is manufactured. So they're trying to figure out a way to develop the sewing process to minimize those kinds of marks that show up. And here we've got all kinds of samples that we've made. This is the Texas DPS, so we have to make sure that we show that. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, one of the things that we were talking about with respect to production is the idea that we need to create high productivity. That means we need to create a lot of throughput. The more throughput, the better. So one of the things that we look at in engineering office, Hugo was sitting there creating a layout in a particular style. And that layout is designed to enhance the flow, as well as the methods that we saw Roman working with, filming the operators. One of the problems we've got right here, and one of the things that studied about is the theory of constraints. So if you look behind me, you see there's a whole bunch of pants piled up waiting to be processed. We got a bottleneck right here. So one of the things that we need to do is to create better flow so that these pants don't pile up like that. We don't want inventory, whether it's finished or in process. So we've got to figure out a way to make that happen with this particular job. Okay, we just left the office of quality a while ago. We're looking at 2009, and also with Juan trying to solve a particular problem. Here we've got Nuri, who is one of our auditors, and she is inspecting this garment right here. It just has to be a pant, and she's going to try and make sure that she catches any defects if they're there, so that it doesn't go to the customer with any kind of a problem. Okay, Okay, Angel is going to take we were talking about how we control the fabric. We saw the fabric coming in, being received, being put into the racks. Now we're going to take it out of the racks and it's going to be cut. So what Angel does is he gets the production schedule. That's what we got right here. He's fixing to take care of this. This code right here tells him what fabric he's going to take out. And this is from the BOM, the bill of materials. It tells us how many yards he needs for this order. So he's going to take exactly the right amount of yardage out of the racks. He's going to put it over here. We can see right over here in front of the tables, ready to be cut. The rows in those racks there on the ground next to the table. That's where he's going to put that, so the guys who do the spreading can get to that fabric, and they can't get into the fabric inventory. If for some reason they think they need more fabric, they got to get authorization to get Angel to go get it for them. And then right here, while we're here, let's get Miguel Juan, which is our cutting supervisor. He runs this whole area here in cutting. He's been with us for how many years? ¿Cuántos años tienes con nosotros? 8. Okay, gracias.